Hello, and welcome to another episode on Enlightened Affluence. So I'm Kendra, and tonight I have Sherline Burnett, and this is going to be really good. I just finished interviewing with her on her Facebook channel, and she made me cry. So,
It wasn't me. Good cries, good cries.
as we all know, the mission why I put this channel together was because of my how question all the time. As I'm starting to put business together and getting all this information in, my question was how? Okay, so I can make money doing this. How? So I can use this resource. How? And then there were different holes that were in between everything. And so I decided to come up with the channel. I said, if I can't find it, I'm going to make it. And I decided to go into my network, people that I knew, people that I know are reputable, and really bring everything together for you and for me. So with Sherlin's business, it was very interesting to me. I had always thought that virtual assistants were for big business, and she enlightened me. So Sherlin, tell us like the exact name of your company and what you do.
Awesome. Yeah. So my name is Sherline Burnett, and I am the founder and CEO of MyOutboxx Virtual Services. And I partner with small businesses and I offer a tailor-made package of professional and administrative services. And I also offer financial services, personal financial services to small businesses. I've worked with leaders in the areas of business development. I've worked with 6 and 7 figure earners and still do. I've worked in community development, event planning, and finance. So it has been a great ride, and I'm super excited. I just started my business in May of 2012. In May of 2020, it was a perfect time to pivot. I am an educator, and just like Kendra, and I work with the 4 and 5 year olds, the babies, and I love it. As a matter of fact, it was something that I didn't want to do at first, and then when I started working with them, I wondered why I hadn't been working with them the whole time. So, and as Kendra said, she just finished interviewing with me. I have a Facebook Live series every Thursday night at 6 o'clock called Starting Business Over 40, because I'm 55 and strong.
Beautiful.
And I just want to, and it's there to encourage other mature individuals that if they want to start a business, that now is the perfect time. So that's a little bit about me.
Absolutely. Okay, so you have the education with the children, and then you started MyOutboxx. What was your motivation for starting MyOutboxx?
Well, it's interesting. I have actually wanted to start a business for as far back as I can remember, but I didn't feel I could do it. And I struggled with it for a long time. See, I'm the person that's in the background helping everyone else and pushing everyone else forward. I have a servant's heart and I just love to assist people. So I've helped people launch their businesses. I've, sat down just in general with friends and vetted out, ideas that they've had for their businesses, wanting to do the same thing for myself and just not having the confidence or the courage to do it. But I stayed around my mentor, who I now have the fortune of working for, and it's Kendra's mentor as well, CEO Chris Holder. And he just kept feeding me, just kept feeding me. So finally, when the right before, it's interesting, right before the pandemic hit, he said to me, I think you should be a virtual assistant. So I quietly kicked and screamed. So if you've ever seen the meme with someone pulling their dog down the street and the dog doesn't want to walk and they're just dragging the dog along, then you will know exactly what I was. That was me. I was the dog being dragged down the street. But then COVID hit. And I said, well, this is actually the perfect time. Had I listened, then I think I would have been in a better place, but I still feel I'm in a perfect place. And it was just, okay, girl, you either gonna do it or it's never gonna get done. And I'm so happy. I mean, when I got that letter that I had an LLC, I cried. I really, really did. I cried because I was like, wow, I'm a business owner. And it was just, yeah, that's just me. I'm a waterhead anyway, cry about anything anyway. So yeah.
Yes, well, one good cry deserves another, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. That's
And
right.
that's an overjoying feeling when you see something and you don't realize just how much you wanted it until you see it.
Yes,
Once you see it and it becomes a reality, not only does it feel real, but then it gets real.
then
You
it
know,
gets
so
real.
what are like some of the what are some of your packages? Like what is a need that you feel for us as smaller business owners? What can you assist us with? How can you help us?
Okay, so every business is different. That's why I offer a tailor-made package of services. So the big area that I cover is administrative. So that's anywhere from, something as simple as answering phones, touching base with clients. So far, a lot of my work has been project-based. So for one client, I'm basically everything. I'm her girl Friday. And she'll simply say, this is what I need to do. You know I don't like to do it. So I know you'll make it pretty. So go ahead. And that's what I do. I take the information that she gives me and I formulate it for her. And that's been anywhere from Instagram posts to designing flyers to helping her put together her coaching business that she's about to launch. And, doing the creative pieces for that, making sure that, everything is edited and again, that it looks pretty so that she looks good. And that's really what a virtual assistant does. They're there to virtually, of course, to help to assist the client in making their business eye-catching to their clients. And so I can do, I offer proofreading and editing, again, administration. I help with systems development. The one thing that I ask clients when I first start with them, I have created what's called a discovery call, and I ask potential clients a list of questions. So of course, where you are. I want to know what your vision is because and that's a question that I ask because I want to know where you're going, what direction you're going in. I want to know what's your system from the time that you look to pique a client until you have that sale. What is your system in doing that? I want to know all of those things so that when I am working for you, then I know how to assist you. I want to be able to see through your eyes. And I only offer, if you look at my packages, I say that I only offer just some basic things because each client is different. I know that I have a lot of skills, but I want to know what you need. And if I can fulfill that, I'll, let you know. And then if I can't, I have a plethora of resources and individuals who I can pull in and connect you with. And, we together can assist you in making, your business come alive. That's my desire. I want to see your business come alive and thrive. And like I said, that's why I want to know what your vision is. I want to see the way you see. I don't want to just do a task. I want to know, okay, what is this? What are you looking for your client to see when this correspondence comes out, when this brochure goes out, when this email goes out? What's the sound? What do you want to sound like? What you want to invoke a feeling in that client. What feeling is that?
That actually goes even above and beyond virtual assisting. That is almost on the level of like business structure, like a whole nother realm of virtual assisting and everything. You're almost like the whole strategist. You're almost like the strategist to take your client and do that. And I can attest to that because just having a general conversation with you just about classes that I offer, the popularity, you got at me. You're like, oh no, you don't see this and this. So it's even like you even have an eye for what we as business owners don't see. And to have like someone like you in our corner as a virtual assistant, a strategist, like a confidant, like that is, it's worth the investment and beyond. So I really just, and I'm so glad I asked that question and got that, because it's a whole different, because a lot of times for some of us, virtual assistant means, okay, someone that'll return some phone calls or someone that can
Mhm.
have something up here or whatever. So, but to, when it, in this age of virtuality, in this
Yes.
age, we have to put things online more, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's going to
Oh
become
no, it's here to
more
stay.
and more so. It is definitely here to stay. And needing that, push, but sometimes it's like, you know, you have to, like, we as business owners, we may have something else that we need to focus our attention on. It's going to bring in
Mhm.
the capital. And I know me, I'm sitting up here like, where do I put this and how do I want this to look? And I have it in my head, like, how do I put that together and, and everything? But to be able to make the
Right.
investment and say, well, I know, MyOutboxx will be able to get this together for me. That's huge for entrepreneurs to know everything. So I know, the road is not easy. You're a parent, all these different things going on. And we all get blindsided when we're going for our dream.
Hmm.
When you've been blindsided, what kept you focused? How do you stay focused on what it is that you are doing and
So
not
there's
get
two,
lost?
so there's two things that keep me focused. Number one is my relationship with the Lord. That's my grounding, that's my center. Um, it's the it is what has given me the confidence to even be where I am. Let me not say that there are not times when I have wanted to throw up my hands because they have quite a few times. But for the first time in my life, I'm looking at the fact that I am worth it. I am that person that should have my own business. I should be successful. I have helped so many people, and I say that humbly. I'm not saying that with any level of arrogance, any level of pride at all. I have really genuinely, with a heart to see people succeed, have put my hands in assisting so many individuals. I had to say to myself, what people have already been saying, you are worth it. You absolutely should do it. You absolutely have to do it for you. And so I had to really work on my self-talk for a long time and to get me to this place. And then so having that relationship with Christ and really taking, any fears or anxieties or concerns to prayer, has kept me grounded and kept me humble. The one thing that I always want to be is I always want to be humble. I don't care how far along I get, I don't want to ever forget that, where I started and who is at the foundation of who I am. So anybody that even hears me knows if you give me a compliment, the first thing that I will say is thank God.
Mhm.
Because and people might think that that sounds all religious, but for me it's a reminder that, girl, you didn't get here by yourself. I got here because God allowed it. And the other thing that has grounded me is my son. I have a 20-year-old son. All my children are grown, hallelujah, but I have a 20-year-old son, and he has special needs. And my desire is to build a legacy that once I'm gone, the person that will be responsible for caring for him, whoever that is, he has 6 other sisters and brothers. I'm sure that it will be amongst, them, but whoever it is, that they will never have to worry about him financially. They will never have to say, oh, they just died and just didn't leave any money, just didn't leave anything. I keep that in mind because, people are people. And I don't want any, and I know that his siblings, they will make sure he's good, but I don't want them to ever feel like he's a financial burden. I want that completely off the table. So my desire is really to build that legacy. Of course, wanting that for my other children, but they are in positions where they can take care of themselves. He's not. He's going to require. I mean, he walks and talks. He talks too much and walks and talks, and he, highly intelligent and things. But there are certain physical assistance that he needs, some cognitive assistance that he needs. So and he does have a seizure disorder. So among other things, but so he's going to need someone to be there for him.
Mhm.
I want to be able to take the financial piece off the table
Right.
so that they'll just have to focus on the other stuff, because by itself, the other stuff is a lot. So the financial piece, I don't want that to be, one of the things. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what's on the horizon for you? What's coming up next? What are you, do you have anything that you're ready to unveil that you're about to give us,
So as I said, I have a Facebook Live series, and I'm looking to convert that into a podcast series. So I'm really excited about that. I am right on the brink of my website launching, so I'm super excited about that. And so I've been working tirelessly, and let me not say tirelessly, I'm tired because I've been up working on that thing. So it will be launching very soon, in the next couple of days. I'm putting this out there because I need to say it. I have a book, and we're just talking about that. I have a book in me, and it really has to talk about, is really talking about my journey as a special needs parent. And I need that to get out, because I need for people to know what that life is like. I'm also an advocate for special needs parents. I talk to organizations, and I talk to schools, and I talk to just anyone who will listen about just being available to parents of children with special needs, and asking specific to the parents, because there's a lot of programs out there for the children, but there's no programs for the parents.
Yeah, and that support is needed.
That support is so needed, and even and for the siblings, there's support that's needed. And like, just getting into just the broken marriages, and broken relationships with siblings, because they just don't understand why my brother gets all the attention. He doesn't seem like he needs it, but he gets it. So it's, yeah, there's a whole thing there. So yeah, so that book, a podcast, who knows, somebody want to sponsor a television show, I'm for it.
Yes.
I'm for it. Come on through. Sherlin is ready. I am.
I'll watch. I would watch. Definitely, definitely. Okay, so as we close out this wonderful and enlightening interview, um, what are some words of affirmation that you have for other entrepreneurs or dreampreneurs, people who have it in them, or they're getting ready, or even like the people who get up every day and they need to go to work, but they may have a side hustle. What's some affirmations you have for us?
What I want to say is, if nothing else, believe in yourself. And I know that people have said that before, but it can't get started until you believe in yourself, until you decide within yourself that you are worth it. Then nothing is going to move from there. I'm that person who dealt with low self-esteem. I'm that person that didn't believe that they could do it. I'm that person who always questioned themselves. So I'm saying it to you because that's what I had to say to myself. Your self-talk is so very important. You
Mhm.
have to look in that mirror and you have to say, I can do this. I am worth it. I'm valuable. I'm wonderful. I am worth being successful in whatever it is that you're doing. You might not want to have a business, but you might want to excel in what you're doing. Everyone is not cut out for entrepreneurship, and guess what? That's okay.
It's okay.
But you might want to excel in what you're doing in your own field. Guess what? You are worth it. You may have to switch positions and find a company that really recognizes your value. That's what I want to end with saying. You have to know that you are valuable. You have to see your own personal value. Once you see your own personal value, the sky's the limit.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sherlene. Thank you so much. And be
Thank
sure
you.
to check in the bottom. I'm going to put all of her contact information for MyOutboxx. And you definitely want to check her out. She is phenomenal on so many. The interview doesn't even touch what she has brought to my life as an entrepreneur and what she brings to our network. It just doesn't even begin to showcase this woman and what she puts into her family and her children pursuing their dreams. So you want to check her out. All right.
I appreciate you. So humbled by that. So humbled by that. Thank you.
You're so welcome, honey. Bye.